Alright, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Picking up where we left off last time. What is on my mind? I've kind of been shooting shit a little bit. I bounced back and forth today between being in a really dark place and being in a not dark place. I was thinking, pardon me, I still have the hiccups. When you think about and I talked about this before, but again, there are things that work deep inside all of our minds. Gabriel asked me to talk about mental illness, and this will tie into it. So, let's see. You have to modify sin, and I don't think I have another jump, do I? Nope, obviously not. Or no, I need a large Titanite shard, and he does not sell large Titanite shard, so I don't have enough for the Crest of Artorias. Am unlikely to get enough without killing the butterfly, so I will do that. I think I'm also going to kill this demon. Attempt to, anyway. This is not going very well, so. Bit of the demon Titanite on that one. I was with, and I talked about this quite a bit in the first two episodes, and I'm not going to talk so much about the relationship itself, but I have been around, and I talked about what consequences of it were, but we'll talk about mental illness a little bit more broadly today. I've been around and was involved with and loved and asked somebody with borderline personality disorder to marry me. What is that like? If you don't know what that is, and the best way, because genuinely this is the best way, Google it, read about the experience of what that is like, and I can honestly tell you that as somebody who's done an extensive amount of research into borderline personality disorder and lived it, and read about it extensively, what you can find just through Googling, it is crazy how exact my experience was to that. And as somebody who suffered through pretty serious depression, who, I guess when we talk about stuff like depression, are we talking about what is real and what is not? Is there such a thing as depression, or is that just existence? Is that just the human condition? I think it runs a little bit deeper than that. Myself, I can genuinely say there's a very big difference between depression and being sad, and I've experienced it. There was a time in my life where I basically did nothing except lay in bed, and that's not a good way to do it. You know, I've talked about it before. I've gotten a lot of heartfelt comments. You know, of people who have. I cannot roll because I'm under the effects of the spell and don't realize it. That's why. Really need to get the shield out. Didn't notice until it was too late. It wasn't until he staggered me on that second hit that I realized that I, in fact, had been tranquility or whatever that's called, walk of peace or some shit like that. You know, you know, that's kind of a tricky thing to think about and discuss. But I've been around mental illness my whole life. I have an uncle who has paranoid schizophrenia. And I'll tell you, and he's been on medicine for most of his life. He's almost 60 now. To see that, to listen to it and experience it, is some crazy shit. It's some crazy shit. You'll be sitting there talking to him. And, you know, when I was a little kid, I had no idea. You know, my mother, she's kind of played keeper, you know, caretaker for him in a lot of ways. Because there's a lot of stuff that he's not really capable of handling on his own. And so I've been experienced to him on a regular, extended basis since I was a very small kid. And I didn't realize there was anything going on at first. It wasn't until I started getting, you know, 8, 9, 10 years old when he would have these freakouts and these episodes where something else going on here. There's a little bit more to this. And, you know, obviously I don't think that any of that is put on. There's too many real world consequences. But you talk about people, I guess nowadays, who need like emotional support animals or use depression as an excuse or something like that. People who are actually depressed, they don't need excuses. You know, they would rather be out and doing things. It's, you know, it's debilitating. It can be very debilitating. But I've been around mental illness my whole life. I'm trying to think of the word. My exposure to it has been very high. And being with somebody who has borderline personality disorder it takes a lot out of you. It really does. My ex, I loved her in a lot of ways. I still do in some ways. I think I always will. But it's awful. It's awful. Untreated, undiagnosed borderline personality disorder will make you feel like you're it's fucking crazy. You know, constantly being accused of cheating and being a liar or manipulator. You know. talked a little bit before, I think, about therapy. You know, and I don't think needing therapy makes you mentally ill. I don't think mentally ill people are the only ones who can benefit from therapy. And in a way, I'm guilty. I'm sitting here, I'm chilling, I'm playing video games, and I'm just talking. But at the same time, I guess, in a way, this is kind of therapy for me. Therapy is not always sitting down across from somebody, speaking about, deeply traumatic events. Sometimes it's just making YouTube videos where you're playing Dark Souls and saying nothing in particular and just having fun. And I guess it is mental illness real. I guess it kind of. I can see how you could say no, it isn't. I really do. I've had that argument. I get it. At the same time, I feel like my life being what it is, I kind of know better. So. I talked a couple episodes about my worker who said he did not respect me as a man. And update on that, I guess. So far we've I thought that was a snake. That's an evil tree right there. Gotten along fantastically since. I think, after having that talk, he kind of had an opportunity to settle down somewhat, but I'm so tired. I had such a long, exhausting day today, but I wanted to play anyway. I hope that you'll forgive me. Doing my best. I guess that's the ultimate theme. I talked a lot last episode about finding your fulfilling thing. And that being happiness. Kind of a loaded term, but I think we all know. We know what happiness means for us. But I think for me, my thing really is at the end of the day, like I did my best at whatever it is I'm doing. Whether if I succeed or I fail or somewhere in between, if I do my best and be a good person, being a good person just means treat others as I want to be treated is really what I consider. Being a good person. I think it can be that simple. You don't necessarily have to run into burning orphanages, whatever, donate thousands of dollars to charity. A lot of people do that, and I would not necessarily say they're good people, but That damage, though, should be a 2-cycle. Bitch, I fought the Dark Lurker on New Game Plus 3. Yeah, you ain't gonna get me with the laser attack. Unless I don't hit the button. My brain did not compute with my hands there. There was something lost in translation. Land, coward. But for me, I think generally, even if you aren't doing your thing, even if you haven't found what your thing is yet, if you do your best and treat others how you want to be treated, you will derive a lot of satisfaction out of your life, even quite a bit more so than you would from any sensual pleasure. Just do your best. Get a kitty. Do I want to do Sin's Fortress or do I want to fight Sid?
I've seen one of those before. I could produce divine weapon. Well, you've made a fight. I'll be safe.
Say before I end it here, let's take stock of what all the guys have. So if I do, I know I cannot wield it right now. Can I fast roll this? I can. I sure can. So I have no doubt in my mind. I probably can level twice. If I do, I definitely cannot afford the crest. I don't think I will be able to. I don't know. Probably between the souls that I have left, I might be able to scrounge up. I don't want to use the boss souls though. How much is that? 3,000? This is probably the 2,000 ones right here. Plus the 1,000 ones. I definitely have it. Strength one more time. And then I should have enough to... I think it's 2,000 every time to level up between 3 weapons. But even if it isn't, I have enough to cover here, so let's try that. It is 2,000. Okay.
Don't get yourself annoyed.
This is the exact move set that I recommend. Ooh, question. Can I use the scimitar and the Black Knight sword? I cannot. Not with this. Okay. If I level up endurance like once, I will have enough to wield the gloves again. Yeah. want to kill that fucking dragon. Whoa. Okay. I was gonna say, I would get the fucking side sword. I think the sword is the only thing that you can't get from, what's the merchant's in fortress at the top? The guy in the iron armor. I can never remember his name. Damn. I feel like such a good. Okay. Next time we'll fight the dragon. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I think this is a shorter episode. Let's see. Yeah. That's cool, though. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Peace out.